Broadcasting. It's up and everything. We'll see if I can hear you. I can hear you, like, you talking to me, but I can't hear you in the stream. Okay. Okay. I still think it's kind of going to be a little bit weird. Yeah, we got gameplay on a podcast. Mm. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear each other now?
Yep.
I can hear him. I can hear him. The stream should be able to hear me now.
Yeah, they can.
Cool. That's good.
And all of the wrestling you're doing, they can hear that too.
Hmm.
That is me moving my books so that I can look at answers to my notes.
See, this is why I kind of like said it doesn't make sense that it's not letting you stream right away when on
It's
console you
weird.
can.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of keep the characters off somewhere so I don't start missions or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because it's not really meant to be around the gameplay.
Right. Alrighty. From my computer, I cannot do anything with PlayStation Network.
Uh-oh.
At least it doesn't look like it.
On the other side, I can show everything off over here. Show off the Joker's locker here and King Shark being
Mhm.
inside of the interrogation room. They even let out Easter outfits for the characters.
Nice. I haven't logged in and played it in a while. Oh, okay. So I don't have the ability to do PlayStation Network Party Chat on my computer because I don't have a working PlayStation right now.
Oh, okay, yeah, you would have to link it.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll just manage the stream from my end.
Okay.
I need to do this. Okay, so this needs to be its own thing, and this needs to be its own thing, so I can have this up. And, whoa! This needs to be its own thing, so I can have this up. Go away, go away. Whoa! This needs to be its own thing, so I can have this up. Shit. Go away, go away. Whoa! Mute! Damn it. Okay. There. Looks nice, buddy. I see your Harley Quinn with the ears.
Thanks. And then
I've
you
got
have
chat up and everything.
Deadshot over here. Hold on. Let me get his ass back over here.
Hold on, let me close chat real quick so I can
Mm.
see this. Alright. I don't get it.
I don't either. It's just an egg for a head.
Oh god. Hey, you
And
can
then-
literally call him Egghead.
Yeah. And then you got Captain Boomerang over here with his ears.
Yeah.
And then Joker.
Oh god, what is... Oh. Where's Joker? Oh lord. Joker with his ears.
Mhm. And then King Shark is in there. He's just made out of chocolate.
Oh. So, basically...
Sure.
Yeah, a chocolate shark reading a book while lifting weight, like a dumbbell weight with his one arm.
Yeah.
Jesus, honey.
It's easily 400 pounds, I would say.
Didn't know chocolate could lift that much.
Right?
Each plate is 50 pounds. 400.
Let's see, 50. There's about 50
Two.
times 2. There's 200 on each side.
Yeah. 400 total.
So yeah, that's 400. Yeah. All right. Let's get off the game topic now. Get off the game is not supposed to be the topic of this.
center. Yeah, it's supposed to be the introductions and everything, but it's just strange that it's how we have to do our first one, you know?
Yeah. It'll be all good tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, but
Next week.
Whenever the next one is.
yeah, whenever the next week. Got to do one of these every week now. Shit, I lost it.
I also don't think we have to, like, if something comes up and it's unavoidable, you know,
Yeah,
and it's very important, of course we're gonna prioritize that over a podcast. It's nothing
Yeah.
personal, it's just life over matter.
Gotta take care of the stuff you gotta take care of.
yeah.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we're gonna try and aim for every Thursday at 1 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
It'll usually be around. The length of it will usually be around 1 hour 30 minutes to 2 hours. By the way, I am Phoenix, the person that's basically in charge of how everything looks and everything. I kind of failed my job already. There was supposed to be a nice picture up, throughout the stream that,
I don't mean to laugh, but
shows.
it's hilarious in my opinion because it's like
Yeah.
there was so much thought put into it, and it's just we get gameplay instead.
Yeah, we've been working on this for what, 5 weeks now?
Almost 2 months.
Longer.
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost
My
like
wife
2
just said
months.
almost 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to get images together and
Concepts figured out.
yeah, what we were gonna do with it.
Get the name situated. Yeah, it was a whole
The email set up. All for
just
me
for
to build the YouTube channel last minute this morning at 6 a.m. after I got out home from work and be told as we're getting ready to go live that we can't go live for 24 hours.
Yep, and the
Switch
only
it from
workaround was
PlayStation.
pretty much broadcast my gameplay on my PlayStation.
Yeah. But we still brought the podcast. Hey, Walker, you know what?
Hmm.
It never fails though. This is
Yeah,
perfect with how we've been in the past with YouTube. Everything always has technical failure.
yeah, and then somehow we still manage to find a way around it.
Right.
I'm gonna
But
let's see.
we are the Eternal Walkers podcast. Eternal being the Phoenix and Walker being the Walker.
Hello.
Yeah.
And Walker being him himself,
Yeah, he's the Walker.
the one for the gameplay.
Yeah.
Granted, there won't be much
So
action happening in the game because we are trying to make sure we have focus for the podcast itself instead of worrying about taking out bad guys.
I'm trying to figure out why you picked that game to play. Honestly, you could have picked any other game.
Because that's his favorite, because Harley.
Yeah.
And I got a platinum trophy on it. My second platinum trophy in gaming history.
Oh, congratulations!
Thanks. Yeah, it's
I've
this
got
one
a
and
couple
Rainbow
platinum
Six
trophies.
Siege having platinum trophies.
I've got a couple platinum trophies. Hang on. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see my account. Oh, no, I don't have any platinum trophies. I've got 56 gold trophies, 261 silver, and 1,441 bronze. Huh.
Those bronze trophies add up fast. Because
Yeah.
every game has to have at least 50 for some reason.
I'm
Sorry, 20.
I'm
But
surprised. With all the games I've played, I've never gotten a platinum trophy.
Pretty sure some of those trophies are mine.
You never played on the PlayStation.
Never mind. It'd be Xbox that counts mine.
Some of them, yes.
yeah, it's a lot because of like the hidden trophies that throw everything off. Or
All
there's some
right,
kind of
so
weird
let's start
challenge on it.
with. Right. Well, let's go ahead and get into this. We did explain who we are and everything. First topic being, how we met
How we
and why
met.
we decided to do a podcast.
Well, what led all the way up to this,
Mm-hmm.
like, so honestly, the way how I remember it, you might remember it completely differently, right? Just complete
Mm-hmm.
different side of things, which is the amazing part about,
Our friendship.
well, friendships in general. Both sides, but
Right.
all friendships made have two weird ways, two weird sides to it. And the way how I remember your former friend, was
You
playing
still talk to him.
Crisis. Yeah, I still talk to him. Um,
He doesn't want to talk to me, so
yeah, that's we'll go
all
over that
because
later.
at one point I sold my PlayStation and got an Xbox. Seriously.
Well, again, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Right now, the way how it happened, right? It was me on my PS3 joined a random game of Crisis 3, if you remember that game.
I never played it, but I do remember it.
Okay. It was the most weirdest, if I can remember correctly, it's like a third person shooter multiplayer
Right.
where
Well, see, Crisis is just real quick. I know it's a little off topic, but it's still on topic. Crisis 1, 2, and 3 are all free on Xbox with Game Pass right now, and I believe it is cross-platform.
okay. Yeah, I had no idea.
So
I
that would
think
be
I would
one of
have
those
to
games we could play.
I think I would have to buy like the bundle or something like that, but I'm not planning on getting it unfortunately.
Oh, you're good.
I'm leaving that for that generation because it is very buggy and it just will not be as smooth as you might think it would be on a newer console, like newer gen.
Yeah, if you play some of the older games on these newer, like, yes, they've remastered the games and they've put them back out, but they don't always work right.
Yeah, and it's not the same feeling kind of thing, mainly because nostalgia tries to kick in, but it's not all there.
Running as It's not running as smoothly as it would have.
That or how you remember it. You might remember it more buggy, and you were actually interested in the bugginess, and that's what gave you the love of the game.
You mean like a launch of a Grand Theft Auto 5 with the bus, being able to launch the bus across the map?
I think you can still do that. You just have to find a different way to do it, but yeah, definitely. Or like money glitches in general in GTA 5. Man,
Yeah.
these characters are very distracting when they keep walking back and forth in front of me. Let me just, um, there we go. That sure, it's
Anyway,
gonna be a menu.
back
Um,
back to what you were saying.
yeah. So essentially, what happened was I joined a random online lobby of Crisis 3 and was like, you know what? I'm just gonna randomly turn my microphone on and just ask if anyone has a mic on. Um,
We were
that's when,
young and dumb.
yeah, but that's when your friend, your former friend, was like, I got one. I'm gonna add you. I go, what? Like, all I said was, anybody have a mic?
Yeah, that's how weird this kid was. But he was pretty cool, I will say that.
Yeah, it was still hilarious because it's like dead silent, and then all of a sudden I hear somebody fumbling with their mic going, I got one, I got one.
Yeah,
I'm
he
just like,
got excited.
and then, I would say that was this was all right before GTA 5 came out.
Yeah. Or it was just coming out at that point.
No, because I think it came out 2014, middle of 2014.
No, because a couple a couple days later, he called me and said, "Hey, we're gonna play tonight, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." Well, I am inviting someone new. Okay.
If I released it. Oh yeah,
Because
it was
GTA
2013.
5,
Yeah, I just searched it
yeah,
up real quick.
yeah, so did I. September of 2013. So it was already out when we met.
Yeah, I do remember it took me a while to even get the game.
We did well, me and you met, like I said before when we set this up, October of 2013. It was either October or November. It wasn't long after my dad passed away, but
Mm. Well, hold on real quick before we get more into depth with that. I'm gonna just say how I remember so far.
yeah.
Um, we didn't even jump into a game yet when we met first, and I don't think you remember it either. I remember mentioning it a couple of times afterwards. Um, but the way how I remember it was we would get into a party chat,
Yeah.
and then it would be me and the other guy. We're gonna just do we want to call him Crossan? Because that was his gamer tag at that point.
Yeah, just say that.
Yeah, me and Crossan um got into it and then into the party chat, and then he says, "Hey, I want you to meet someone," and then he invited you, and I think one other person.
No, I think it was just for the first time. For the first time, all three of us were in a party. It was just the three of us.
Okay, and then I remember you having your camera on, and I still remember the white T-shirt that you wore that looked oversized a little bit on you, but I still remember that much.
Yeah.
And then the party chat didn't even last that long. It was like a brief thing, and I think you had to go to bed here at that moment. Um,
Uh, it it was late.
yeah, I
And
know it was late because it was my horrible sleep schedule cycle of going to school, sleep deprived, coming home, going to sleep for about 3, maybe 4 hours, and then rinse and repeat essentially, and then I would stay up all the way through the whole day again.
yeah,
So I know it was late. Um, but yeah, I remember that was our
it was
first
either
interaction.
I had to go. It was either I had to go to bed or what? No, Carlson Carlson's mom and stepdad were very strict with his schedule. He had to go.
Yeah, yeah, I do remember that. He was.
That's what happened. I stayed up a little bit longer and talked to you for a little bit,
Mm,
but it wasn't much longer.
yeah, and then I stayed up the rest of the night. Like I
Yeah.
said, my sleep schedule was messed up. Um, and then I remember we would get into GTA.
It wasn't
GTA
long
mostly.
after that. It wasn't long after that that we started playing games together. It was the main game was GTA 5 because it was the newest thing out at the time.
Yeah, and there was a whole lot to explore and see and do compared to now.
Right.
Especially because we had like the cooler missions back then. The
Titan of a job and shit
Well,
like
I mean,
that.
we still have
When
Titan of
it
a Job, but I meant like the one with the cargo bob, where you started at the top of the hill and you have to work your way down to get to the cargo bob. Once you take
yeah.
the cargo bob, you have to take a crate and then fly it safely to a different location to drop it off.
Yeah.
We did that one, I like, no kidding, I think over 100 times. Way over a
It we
hundred
what we
times.
did. Yeah, what we did was we'd sign in, we'd we'd do a little bit of we'd do Titan of a job, and this is oh my god. All right.
Yeah, we had like playlists made for it, made for RP
Our
grinding
group.
and
Here's we always started with Titan of a job because it was the easiest thing to do.
yeah,
And we were I was the lowest level in the group and was still unlocking missions
yep,
because I didn't play it as often. I only played it when my friends were on. And oh, the first time me, Walker, and Crossum did Titan of a job together, I am not still ticked off to this day. It just brings back trauma.
oh yeah, yeah,
um, we all get into this Titan, and we're flying to the other airport where we had to drop off the Titan.
well, real quick, if no one knows what the Titan is, it's the giant military cargo plane that spawns at the LS Los Santos Airport, and you have to travel all the way to Trevor's Airfield, all the way at the other side of the map in Sandy Shores,
Yeah.
which is like
So
a
we're
decent
we're
distance.
over LS at this moment, and Walker is flying. At this point, we had already assigned who would do what. Carlson was the driver, Walker was the gunner, and I was in charge of flying planes because we were each had our skill set in this game by this point.
Yeah, which again, I don't know why you guys let me enter the Titan first.
Don't know. Don't know.
We kill you all.
I'm getting there. Um.
Spoiler.
So yeah, we're flying, and next thing we hear is, "Hey guys, do you have parachutes? Huh?" I'd jump if I were you, and then he jumps out. Me and Carlson are sitting there going, huh? And then we notice the parachute open. And one of the characters is already at this point trying to get to the pilot seat of the plane.
Yeah, this is
But
the
we
best
didn't
part.
get there in time.
Yeah,
We didn't get there in time. I think I moved to the pilot seat and tried to pull up, and at that moment, we crash into the tallest building in LS. And then we see me and Carlson are like, why?
Because that's Walker.
Because now at this point we have to restart the mission because we were out of lives and can't do the Titan was gone.
yeah, yeah,
And we were frustrated already because it took us like 3 or 4 tries just to get past the military there.
yeah. The militia, it's because it's not the actual FIB.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. And the thing is, so that's one of the things I loved about GTA 5 is whoever's in the passenger seat will get locked to where they can't jump out because they are moving over to the pilot seat
Uh-huh.
or the driver's seat, pilot seat or driver's seat. So whatever happens, it counts it as their fault, not my fault anymore. And I discovered that later in the in GTA when I don't know if you remember this one, but we were sat in my car, you in the passenger seat, me in the driver's seat. You said, I gotta go somewhere
Hmm.
real quick. I think it was bathroom break or something.
Right.
And my bright idea was, I'm gonna roll this car over to the shore of the like beach and hop out while it's still rolling.
Yeah. And
It counted
I
as
remember,
you. Yeah,
yeah, I
it,
remember because I came back and I was drowning.
yeah. And I was
And
like,
you didn't usually let me drive your cars, so it was a little weird to come back to sitting in your car in the river or in the
the
ocean.
ocean. The
Yeah.
whole ocean.
And yeah, and I'm like, what's going on? I can't get out of the car because I'm stuck. And it's just I'm dying at this point.
Yeah, the car was completely destroyed. I mean, it drowned. The car drowned before you.
Yeah.
And I was like,
But it
I kind of felt bad. Like there was a huge sense of guilt because it took away your money for the repairs because it counted as you destroying the car.
yeah,
So that I forget how many stores I had to
help me rob to get the money back.
No, I robbed on my own, if you remember correctly. I did it all. You'd
Hmm.
like, do you need me to help? I go, no, no, no. I am paying you back. I am doing this. I made this mess. I remember that strictly. Like, it was my fault all the way. I have to get you your 17K back, which
Because
that
and
hmm,
I can't remember what car it was.
Zentorno, I think.
It had to be either that or the Elegy when because remember the Elegy was when I created the crew, it was the main car of our crew because it was the
Yeah,
free car.
yeah, but since it's free, it was free to get. It wouldn't have charged you anything for
Oh
destroying
yeah,
it.
you're right.
Unless, I mean, I guess with repairs maybe, but it wouldn't have gotten up to 17K. Um,
No.
17K at that time was a whole lot because any souped up car was about 17 to 20K in repairs.
Yeah.
Now it's like it's nothing because cars are worth 2 to 3, maybe 4 mil in the game. And if you can save up to 4 mil, what's 20K for you?
Right.
But yeah, I remember it was like 17 to 18 stores that I had to go and commandeer their money and
Right.
return. Back when, oh, that's another thing. They took out the whole sharing money thing entirely.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. At one point, it was a percentage of your last job up to a certain amount per day.
Yeah.
Now it's just completely gone. You can't share your previous job.
Damn.
So if you go to rob a store or something and then try to share it, you can't. Yeah, a lot has changed on that game.
I
But yeah, back to the whole.
don't have my headset on. You're straight through my phone, like
Oh, then I don't
speaker.
know. Then I don't know what happened there.
I'm not using that piece of shit headset no more, honey. Even you said that headset's a piece of shit. It was nice when it was new and worked properly.
But one wrong speed bump, you know.
Yeah, one wrong speed bump and can't hear no more. Anyway,
But yeah, back to the whole thing of how we met. Like at the time, I wasn't too eager about starting like YouTubing in general. It was just something that I kept seeing, and I was like, that wouldn't be a bad idea since I love to play video games. Why not broadcast it?
and at this point, I believe I was already doing it.
I think, yeah, you've already started it quite a bit, able to make videos here and there
Yeah,
and streams.
yeah.
It was just
I
difficult
think
to like get for me it was difficult to get like into the mindset of um streaming just for like I'm pretty much just talking out loud to no one. That's how it felt.
right. Yeah,
And
I
then
think I remember you telling me that.
yeah, it's like one of the weird things of live streaming is just especially if since it's the beginning, the start of a new channel, no one knows what about this channel. No one knows anything about the channel at all. So it's just like, well, what do I play?
What do I
What's
do?
gonna grab their
What's
attention? Yeah.
right? And at this point, I had already started playing DC Universe Online, and was actually getting somewhat more different people pop in. And I was like, "Hey, bud, do you like? How are you? How do you feel about like superhero stuff?"
Is he done with telling his side of the story?
No, we're moving into the next part now of how we met, and Walker.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just listening.
Okay, I believe that was after about 2 or 3 months of playing GTA. We moved over to DC Universe Online.
It might have been a little bit longer because I don't know. I think it might have been a little bit longer than just a couple or a few months before we did that. And real quick, I do want to say I did end up seeing that game before you mentioned it to me,
Uh-huh.
and I tried it, and I was like, I like the appeal, but right now I'm not interested really, and I ended up deleting it. And then you gave me the message, or you told me about it, and I was like, I'll have to re-download it.
Yeah, and back when it took forever to download that damn game.
Oh yeah, because you had to have the game running for the other loading screen to fully load up and
Yeah.
download and whatever. And
You start downloading that in the morning when you go to school. And when you get home, hope it's done.
yeah,
Because otherwise, you ain't playing that day.
no. And then good luck trying to watch a YouTube video on your PlayStation while it's
Right.
downloading.
Right, because you can't leave that screen, otherwise it stops downloading.
Oh, I meant like the first download, just downloading it into the console itself,
No.
just installing the game.
It's no.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Mini heart attack for no reason.
Alright, back up. Thank you. Oh, you got it. You did it. Woohoo! Newspaper. Anyway. No, and this is not back when dial-up was a thing. This was just back when
When internet was a whole new thing and it was so slow.
back in 2013, yeah.
Yeah.
When YouTube was just getting its traction and everything because the gaming community blew up.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised. Like if you remembered the whole what's it called, the stock market, like in 2019, 2020, 2021 maybe, where it
Right.
like blew up to the point to where it's like Wolf of Wall Street had to, or Wolf of Wall Street, that's a whole movie. Wall Street had to like shut down.
Because YouTube was getting too big.
No, GameStop was getting too big.
Oh,
It was GameStop stock market.
yeah.
It was crashing everything. And then it was like a whole string of memes and whatever of people going like playing video games is for kids. You can't get anything out of it, kind of thing. And then that same kid walks out with like $2 million out of nowhere. It's like what?
Right. And they literally just came out with a full-on fucking movie about how that happened.
Yeah. And not to
Like a
mention like
whole historical movie about GameStop and how it got so big.
conventions and esports wasn't a thing,
And it
or at least it
was
wasn't as
just
popular.
no.
Nobody knew about that too much, except for like the FaZe Clan and Optic and and
Yeah,
a couple of
the
others.
people that were in it.
Yeah. Which, man, that brings back memories of like the whole FaZe Clan and stuff. But that's a different story for right now.
I never got into it.
It was just hilarious, just because it's Call of Duty based only, and they were like doing montages and everything like that mostly.
Uh,
So like
but
that's where you get the whole meme of